Big head, nose head. Hi, my name is Jared Callie. I'm wearing glasses because like I moved my TV from there to here, and like it's super close, and my eyes hurt. So this video, if you saw the part one is how to get your first muscle up. Congratulations! I'm happy for you that you are now watching this video. This video I'm gonna combine it from like, because the handstand series I did 1, 2, and 3. I'm just gonna combine 2 and 3 together because it's basically the same advice together. So you now have your first muscle up. How do you get to 5 muscle ups, or 1 to 5 muscle ups, and how do you get to 10 plus mastery, 1 arm weighted muscle up, shit like that? Here's how you do it. After you have developed a good base in just doing 1 muscle up randomly, what to do in forms of progression is to actually try to do the regressions after you do like your 1 muscle up attempt. So if you see my channel, you'll see that I talk about strength is a skill, and it's important that you practice whatever skill that you're wanting to do. Muscle up is a skill. So one of the ways you could do it, or kind of just like forcefully practice the muscle up in itself as a skill, it would have to be the long haul training method, and I don't know if that's what it's called, but that's what I've been calling it lately. So the long haul training method is basically you do the 1 rep 1 set exercise, and then you just try to do it for as many sets as possible. Goal would probably be like at least 10 to 25 sets. Doing this basically just forces you to have the practice of doing the muscle up and allowing you to, hopefully after a week of taking off after doing such an intense workout, you will now be able to do at least 2 or more muscle ups. So that's kind of like a shortened version of greasing the groove. That's one way to improve your muscle up. The next thing, glasses didn't look good, so I said screw it. What you want to do if you want to improve your muscle ups, if you can only do 1 muscle up right now, is to do a muscle up style workout. And the routine that you want to follow is, first you start from like, it's a drop set, so you do your hardest exercise to the easiest. So you do the drop set from the muscle up itself, and then you do the regressions of the muscle up. So you do your muscle up, and then you try to do like your max amount of band assisted muscle ups, then your jumping muscle ups, then your negative muscle ups, or whichever combination you want. I'd probably just do the regular muscle ups, and then I would do jumping, and then negative muscle ups. After you would do it, let's say it's like 1, 4, and 5, then you would go on to the actual important pieces for your muscle up. The way to get good at a muscle up is not by doing a muscle up. It is by training the muscles that do the muscle up. So get stupid strong at your pull-ups and dips. After you do your jumping and negative muscle ups, do weighted pull-ups, max out, dips, max out. So doing that as kind of like a circuit, sort of like a circuit of just drop sets of just like muscle up, lower progression, lower progression, lower progression, and pull-ups and dips, that like style of training really like boosts your ability to perform muscle ups. Now, the next part, if you want to do like cool stuff, like you want to do 1 arm muscle ups, or you wanted to do 10 muscle ups in a row, I mean, it's kind of like the same progressions and the same style of training when you're talking about pull-ups. When I made that video on how to do 20 pull-ups easy, you want to focus on making the movement easier and more efficient, and as well as try to make the same movement harder. And I know I just said the same thing, but just opposite, but hear me out. You want to do the muscle up so much to where you're constantly getting more proficient at the movements. While you're doing that, you're going to try to make the movement progressively harder. So instead of, adding weight to a muscle up, try to focus on having better form for the reps, such as continuously trying to like record it and see, is like, am I swinging so much? Did I swing extra hard? Am I pulling more with my elbows? Small little cues like that, and noticing if they're like being consistent in every single muscle up movement, that will gauge on like, okay, maybe I should pull more of my elbows on this last rep. Maybe I should have swung more on this one than I probably would have gotten that last rep. There's like different categories on like what type of standard you want, but if you just want the most amount of muscle ups within a decent, I'd say swinging, kipping, flexibility basically, then that just depends on you. So if you want like a super slick, straight up and down muscle up, no swing, then that's just what you want. If not, then you have like a little bit more flexibility, then okay, you just have to take that into account. Because some days you might be swinging a lot more than other days, and you're gonna be wondering, it's like, hey, why the hell are these muscle ups so easy now? It's because you're swinging more or you're getting better practice at the swing itself. Now, this is kind of more like a little secret tip in order to help you get more to like the 5 to 10 to 15 plus muscle ups. This is kind of like, and I said this in the first video, you gotta really try to check your form and check other people's forms. And I learned this trick a few years ago from a YouTube video I was watching by Michael Urbanek. He is one of the guys who has hella world records on like muscle ups. And I noticed how different he locks out whenever he does a muscle up. Try this out. It kind of basically just gets you in like a good spot to propel yourself back up. You're still locking out, you're still not swinging, but it's just the way you lock out. So if I don't have like a video playing that's like making it perfect, basically what most people do when they do like a muscle up, they'll start here, up, flex, back down. They'll go, this is the most important part, they'll go back down like that, straight up and down, like a pull-up. What this guy did, and I noticed it because he kept doing it right when he was tired, and I was just like, it looks like he's putting in more effort, but it's actually the opposite. What this guy did was that he would start on the top, drop, then keep holding it forward. He would lurch forward, lock out still, and then propel himself back up. Still super clean, but it was just something so small that allowed him to get those extra few reps for his world record. And I tried this myself, and now I don't stop doing this because it's a lot less effort to dead hang muscle up when you are like lock in like this, then lock out, and then you do a muscle up again. So try that out. It's very helpful in my opinion. That's like honestly one of the tips that got me to like almost 20 muscle ups straight. So yeah, I hope this video helps. Keep training. It is, it's a long journey, and don't ever stop just training weighted pull-ups or just basic pull-ups and dips, and your muscle will automatically go up. Try to stay away from the muscle up. I know it's a fun move, but unless you're just doing it for fun, it's honestly not worth it on the joints.